Antes de comenzar el video, me gustaría recomendarles la página de aoea.com, donde podrán encontrar gemas al mejor precio. Pero no solamente eso, sino con mi cupón podrán obtener un 3% de descuento. Así que el link se los dejo en la descripción para poder comprar de forma fácil y segura.
Candy corn and more like straight out of a horror movie.
Right.
Her eyes are really scary. Like if you look in the model,
Yeah.
her eyes are freaky. Like they're if he can zoom in, it's
Oof.
look at that.
Those aren't normal. No. That is not like a normal
she's like
thing.
definitely dead.
Even
With
just
eyes,
the textures
dead
all
eyes.
around, like it's really creepy, but it's got a nice vibe to it.
Absolutely. The little floating candles give you a little bit of extra spookiness.
Spooky.
That is a small dress with a lot of detail.
Yes.
by
I
the way.
love the bone, like the skeleton worked into the dress. Like
Yeah.
she's not just like summoning them; she's actually wearing them as well. That's really cool.
Got complete mastery over the skeletons for sure. And look, she, again, small of stature, but very, very old. A wise witch who was eternally cursed with the appearance of a child. Her only interest is in bringing back her loved ones repeatedly for eternity, as life for her is full of boredom and solitude.
Crush
kinda
effect is
sad.
super
It is
cool.
very sad. It's very sad story. My goodness.
I love the green and purple sort of color palette together.
Absolutely, very
And there-
eerie.
I guess that's a loved one right there, huh? That's
Yeah,
I
check
guess
these
the look.
things out. They're
Oof. She's definitely doing damage with them.
no doubt. That's kind of what Scylla do, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of her thing.
It's hard
Commanding
to-
the skulls around the map is definitely the game plan.
it's hard to see from this angle, but the faces of the skulls actually, the jaws open sideways as well. It's super creepy.
I mean,
that's
you
I
got
didn't
no
even notice
skin
that
there, right?
detail.
You got plenty of room to get Zek Slow-Mo 0.1. That's a classic we love around here. That's a move we like. This is cool, man. When you get to see all the skulls come.
there
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
there you
Yeah,
go.
look at those jaws.
Yeah, that's exactly what you were talking about
Busting
there.
open.
That is awesome. That is not cool.
Oh my
Seeing
god,
that-
those jaws like separate. Look
Yeah,
at that.
right down
like
the
they
middle.
like
Welcome
they
to the
like
party.
Welcome to
separate.
that is awesome, man. That is spooky to see coming down the lane at you for sure. Let's take a listen to the voice pack here for Living Death Scylla.
Attack the Titan. Gank middle lane. You are exceptional. I have always been the greatest. The smarter the beast, the harder to bring back. I will have no trouble with you. You should be. I am over a century old.
This one just knocks it out of the park. I love the kind of space flail that he's got, and not a sickle this time around, but an axe instead.
Both weapons turned out super well. Like they're very different from each other, and they're a little different from what he normally has, and they just were executed very well.
This kid is sweet, man.
I'll use it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
for
the
sure,
materials on this, especially like all the kind of energy bits flowing through and around.
Yeah, as if a flail wouldn't hurt enough normally. How about a plasma
energy whip,
flail?
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's I'm guessing what it's made of, but I'm not exactly a intergalactic warrior like our man is right here. This skin super awesome, and the sound effects as well, I think, add a little bit to it. You can hear a little bit more metallic almost with what he's doing.
I like the integration too of like the floaty cloth bits around like the metal and techness of the rest of him. I think that's a very cool combination.
And the dark blue as he transforms into his passive kind of reminds you of classic Osiris already, so you know it's not like you're seeing something whole new. Though that is sweet. With the blue and the CC immunity, it almost turns green.
Yeah,
Right
the
there.
effects textures are really cool.
So
on that
awesome.
and the tether as well.
I feel like for animating Osiris, that ultimate is one of the big spots where you guys get to be a little bit more creative on the animation side.
Yeah, for sure. And what's really fun is going back to these old gods that haven't had skins in a while. It's almost like relearning them from the tech side, because there's a lot of little nuances and things that were done in the anim tree from way back in the day that we have to account for in these newer skins.
Looks absolutely amazing. Let's take a listen to the voice pack here for Codebreaker Osiris.
Attack. Defend. Deadliest in the galaxy. It's payday. You're quite the professional. Lights out. My psychiatrist tells me I should stop talking to dead people. Let's play a game. You pick a number, and I'll try to bring you back in that many pieces. Don't mind the corpse. He just had a little accident.
Stone, a little bit of magic,
Ancient tech stone.
and it results in him having big laser hands.
Yes, look at those hands.
He got all swole.
And he's another one of these that we haven't touched in a really long time.
Yeah.
He has a lot of interesting things going on behind the scenes that we had to do to make him work with this, especially with those giant gauntlets.
Very, very different look for Apollo. We really turned the finger guns into hand bazookas, it looks like,
Yes.
with how different it normally is for this guy. This theme, though, I'm already excited for what else we got going on here.
Hand cannons, if you will.
Yeah,
hand
I will.
cannons.
Thank you very much. That sounds good to me. Love the little plasma auto attacks. Those are super cool. And that's sweet for Audacity. I'm about this skin, man. I also am a huge Apollo stan, so I'm a little bit biased, but I love Apollo.
I love the
That
translation
looks
into this like bigger, bulkier, chunkier, like scary looking dude. It's very
Yeah.
cool.
Ooh, that's so beautiful. Okay, so that's
New
very
animation.
different animation than the base model right there. I mean, he doesn't leave the ground normally.
He shoots out a bird.
Yeah, it's really leaning into the theme of this skin, which you'll get a better feel for in the ultimate.
Okay, little bit of a preview right there. There's a serenade. Got to show him the moves real quick.
Ooh, those wings.
Those are sweet, man. He's flying, but on the ground. But, you know, that's basically flying. He sends his opponents flying for sure. Very different sort of just look for Apollo in general. And here's the ultimate,
Ready for this?
as you were mentioning. And he takes off, and what's the... Look at the
that
shadow
shadow.
of what's carrying him around. It's a giant bird. That
You
is,
see him fly away in the distance.
oh, yeah. Wait, do it again.
We're gonna get that slow-mo treatment.
Oh, yeah, of course. We gotta hit him with that.
We'll need some camera rove on this.
Oh, Pon's already on it. Dude, look at this thing coming
Oh,
in. Your boy
That
needs
is
you.
so cool.
A giant eagle. Mecha magic
Mecha
eagle.
Machina eagle.
Yeah, that works for me.
Sure.
I can get on board with that one.
Dude, picks
Pretty
him
sure I
up.
fought that boss in Mega Man. So
Yeah,
Get in,
something
get
along
in, get
those
on,
lines.
loser.
And I love that instead of like riding on top of the eagle or something like that, this kind of
Oh.
a grappling
Yeah,
hook.
yeah, the grapple hook, but like magical
Yeah.
in a way. That is so cool. And I mean, this one much more similar to that Secret Agent Apollo skin where he kind of rides along with the helicopter.
For
The
sure.
bird keeps flying. Oh, yeah, you can see.
Just from seeing the card art alone. I mean, Pele has a spooky skin that you can play if you want to be a little bit more Halloween themed, and then the kind of techie skin. This one, a whole new direction for her.
Yes.
And I think it fits her really, really well.
Very vibrant color scheme.
Yeah, very vibrant.
Pink
That
and
pink
green.
bubblegum hair. Hell yeah.
Yeah, kind of does remind me of the soul hair. I think someone said that in the meeting yesterday that
Yep.
we were talking about it. It looks phenomenal.
With a shoulder guard.
Kind of
That's really
a Pantheon switch almost for Pele here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much looking like the Japanese style.
Love. Also, her weapons a little bit different. Normally just
Glaives.
daggers. Now they're full-on glaives.
Giant glaives.
Yeah, really, really big ones, and they're so vibrantly green while everything else is so pink. It fits really, really well.
I love pink and green color scheme. It's so good.
It really does look good. A little bit of a different sound here on the two. I think it sounds really, really sweet as you've got that eruption going out. And then, of course, you gotta get your magma rush going on. For me, for Pele skins, I know it'll be hard for you guys to hear here, but try it out on PTS so you can get accustomed to it. The sound of magma rush when it's like bass sound and then amped sound is really important. And this one, immediately one of the best, I think.
Gotta keep
Definitely
the
a
beat.
good tune. And the ultimate, of course, for volcanic lightning.
The pink really comes out in the effects too, which is awesome.
Yeah, it looks like she gets that her glaives turn from green to pink when it's enhanced by that volcanic lightning. This skin's awesome, man. I'm so excited for this one.
Who voted for this? Like, I am
Same.
super psyched to see it in game finally.
Yes.
It's so sweet, man.
So cute.
Every part of this is so cool. Like the detail at the end of the trunk is good. Those arms are just awesome.
Yeah, the arms are
pilot
Yes.
is super cool.
And then you'll be hearing from the pilot quite a bit. That is who the voice pack will be. All the voices and the
Yeah.
noises you hear.
He's a little rascal.
Sure, I mean, he can't be drive around an elephant mech suit without being a rascal, right?
Yeah.
The super techie looking blades on his fist, like just everything about this is so good.
It's so awesome.
And he has really cute animations too.
A whole bunch of new animations
Yes,
in general. He's
so
got
cute.
New emotes, a new recall, a new death, and a new ulti deployable.
Look at him. He's saying bye. Goodbye.
Just waves. See you later. That's the new back animation right there. This skin blew me away yesterday, man. I was so excited to get a chance to see it.
Our team absolutely killed it.
Every time, man. I love the little flower kind of harkening back to base Ganesh and his lore right there. But of course, it's got to be projected onto the bottom. This animation might be my favorite. The beat him up and throw him up.
So good.
From clear the obstacles. That is awesome. Here's a new ulti deployable. Very, very different. Normally these pillars kind of build up and then collapse down and break apart. This time they just go, they screw up and then screw right back down.
It's like a fight ring inside.
Yeah, it's a fight ring.
He's gonna fight you on top of that, especially if you do that old Ganesh combo right there.
And not a lot of pacifism happening on this.
Real quick, maybe a little taunt.
No.
Okay.
Say hello to my big friend.
He's gotta pop out and do a little bit of trash talk himself.
Just hold him up like a
So he
ward,
can,
like a trophy.
slap you better.
That's the laugh right there. That is awesome. He is.
Santa hat one should have a Scrooge hat or something. I don't know.
Maybe just to kind of tie in the holidays. Okay.
Yeah, it just makes it all together. And there it is in game.
Oh, the icy blues and the whites. I just love that color combination.
Goes really well together. And we'll be able to see a little bit more of him. I love the tail as well, the animation of those icicles.
Right? It's not your usual snake, but we've got some awesome icicles back
That's
there.
a good point. I didn't even think about the snake being missing. But, you know, when you've got 3 different heads, you can have an icicle tail that's going to deal a lot of damage instead. That makes some sense. We should be able to have a quick look through the abilities as well and just see how these all look.
Yeah, the effects. Oh,
Plus
I
a
was
frostbite.
hoping that there'd be so frosty. Oh, that looks so amazing.
Oh, the tornado of ice in the middle. I like that. Would it be a tornado? It would be a blizzard.
Yeah, blizzard.
There you go. That's my knowledge of the wintry seasons. Not so much.
The leap there. Oh, got the ice shards popping up.
Makes sense. I love the frostbite effect on them as well for a second there, just to show they're still doing it too. Ah, the ultimate!
Nice. Looks awesome. The ice theme just ties everything together as we're getting towards the holiday season.
They all jumped in too. Does this come with a voice back as well?
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does. Let's have a listen.
Attack! Defend! You are my savior. I am your guardian. Now that is cool.
What?
3 different animals, remember?
Which of my heads would you prefer to be devoured by? 3 beasts are better than 1.
Olympians were here at the summit in July. They helped the art team brainstorm this concept.
So we can blame them if people don't like it?
I mean, who's not going to like this, though?
That's true. She does have reindeer antlers and ears on top of that
Yes,
as well.
exactly.
It's not just the antlers, is it? It's the ears as well that
Right.
really add to this one.
Ties it in. So that kind of just gives everybody just a kind of idea of how long it takes for a skin to get into the game. Like, the Olympians were here and brainstorming the concept back in July, and it's not going to come out till November.
Well, I'm
Lots
definitely
of work
interested
goes
in these animations to see what we did with this one as
Oh,
well.
definitely.
She's definitely got the snowy foxtails
Yep.
this time round as well. And there's a look at the icy breath being popped there on the one.
Looking good.
That's called 1,000 cuts.
Yep.
It's technically full, but it adds a lot more than full.
Well, you've got the dot damage too, right?
See, look at you. You know the game.
I do.
Sometimes people don't think you know. And then jump as well. And then last but not least,
Ultimate is the best part.
oh, it is?
Yeah.
Why? Why is it? It's a Christmas tree!
Oh, it's so good.
And he's spinning too.
Oh, that looks so good.
I want to spin the opposite way around of the Christmas tree while I'm on top now. I don't know why, just to you'd be like a weird fairy. Like a little ballerina.
Nice.
Look at that.
I love the snowflake at the top too.
So Christmas is really back on the cards once again. These 2 skins will be available in this update,
Yep.
which is in a couple weeks' time. What else you got for me?
Could be like an Instagram star from Egypt or somebody who you would recognize from that part of the world, which the old one did not quite reflect that very well.
Sure.
So, and also like the third thing is that we released Horizon set which were like amazing, and they were so detailed. So for her being the mother of Horus, if they were in a family portrait, she needs to look like she fits into the family, and she's not like the servant or like the worshiper of the other gods.
Yeah.
So that's why like she is so blinged out with all these intricate jewelry and patterns on her clothing and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's the main things that we try to hit.
Truly looks like a queen of a pantheon now.
Yes.
Yeah, so much more vibrant. That's the first thing that I noticed. I mean, old Isis, similar silhouette as you mentioned, but when you got down to the nitty gritty and the details, it was much less vibrant and didn't have that same air of importance almost.
Yeah.
She looks phenomenal. In game, it looks even better than I thought it might. It looks so good.
I mean, I think we did a great job maintaining the silhouette. We had to keep in mind a lot of tech issues with her. The way her original goddess model and overall silhouette was designed had high risks for body parts to deform during animation. Her wings were very clunkily designed, I suppose you could say. So the art team and Vivian here, they made some very intentional choices to make these wings more decorative, more of her accessories as a queen and not like literal bird lady.
Yeah, that's what the first thing that I noticed is that you can tell where the wings are additive and not necessarily there all the time.
And that just gives us a lot better control over how to use them in her animations. And as we expand on the character in future skins or different ways, like it gives us a lot more flexibility and lets the character look great no matter what she's doing. So, you know, when we do a full remodel like this, that also includes a huge amount of rigging work and animation work. All of these animations have to be redone from scratch, essentially. Now, they're done in a way that intentionally mirrors the way she's always looked, because we don't want to completely change up everything, but they're all redone.
Sure.
It takes quite a bit of effort, and when you see it all come together, it's just beautiful, you know. I really agree that these types of things should be more of a priority for us. We really appreciate the community being vocal about how important this is for them. And we appreciate the positive feedback we've already had. Keep that coming, you know. We want to see this character get played more, even though there was some nerfs, but those were necessary. We want to see the character get played more. We want to see people talking about it, people recolor card art. We have new recolor card art and model for the recolor masteries.
Yes.
That's the golden legendary diamond. And a little bonus in there, the shadow skin.
Yeah, that's
as obtainable via the clan system.
That's right.
That is also going to be on the new model.
Okay, that's exciting. I was wondering about that.
And yeah, the card art, I believe, will be over the new card art.
Interesting.
Although I haven't actually seen that myself. Goddess of Magic.
Yeah, a queen of a pantheon for sure.
And of course, you know, there's one other big question. This comes up oftentimes in visual reworks, and I very strongly pushed for this to be part of the plan from the very beginning to make sure everyone is happy with this. Classic Isis will still be available as a skin in the game. It'll now be a skin, not the base god, because the base god will just be what we've been seeing here.
Right.
Mastery price, maybe.
Yeah, mastery price.
skin
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Classic Isis, totally. If so, you know, some of the things that's come up in past remodels, some people still prefer the old one.
Sure.
You're still going to be able to play that classic Isis experience in that skin, classic Isis.
Great.
So
great plan.
Win for everyone.
No losers. None here, at least by my
least we
estimation.
tried really hard to make sure every single time, even though you would not expect that many people to still want classic Isis, we know they're out there.
Yeah.
We care about you, so you can still obtain that piece of history.
I would wonder what the usage of like classic Isis